Good evening to our finale here at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic here at the Wildwood Convention Center between Roman Catholic and Roselle Catholic. Glad with us here on Cape Atlantic Live. Nick Costco alongside Mike Frankel. Mike, this is one of these games where you're just glad to be in the building to witness all these athletes, all these basketball players that just have so much skill that, you know, it's mind-boggling to me, actually. And don't let the record fool you. Roselle Catholic 0-3 this season under new head coach Todd Decker, but they've played some of the best teams around, including the Patrick Schools national team. Roman Catholic coming in 5-0 as well, led by Chris McNesby. I'm really looking forward to this one here tonight.
No doubt, Nick. I mean, this event has been around for quite a while here at the Wildwood Convention Center. You'd have to say Roman Catholic, this club is one of the top teams to set foot on the floor here. So this is a marquee team, a team that obviously is high regarded in the Philadelphia Catholic League and really the entire tri-state area, and even nationally, right? So many of these guys go on to play in the NBA, but same story for Roselle Catholic. But as you mentioned, this is a new chapter of Roselle Catholic. Dave Boff is gone, starting that new charter school with an upstart basketball program in Asbury Park. In steps Todd Decker, and you're right, these guys the Lions aren't ducking anybody, right? It's a new regime, a lot of new players, a lot of sophomores in the lineup tonight. But they're playing a tough schedule. They're 0-3. That schedule's only going to get tougher here tonight. But look for this game to be competitive. This is still a good squad, but Roman Catholic really one of the best, obviously, coming out of the Philadelphia Catholic League.
Yeah, the general lineup for Roselle Catholic is all sophomores as they're waiting on some transfers and some injuries, of course, and then they're going to be really high-flying later this season. They're still number 14, by the way, overall in NJ.com's top 20 of high school basketball teams. That was last updated on December 19th. So not too far removed, but again, they are still one of the best teams in the state despite that record, so don't let it fool you. They were even number 8, Mike, the week before that. So it just goes to show you, before this team is actually fully put together here in 23-24, they're still one of the better ones statewide.
Yeah, no doubt. As you talked about, you know, all sophomores in the lineup. But look, this is a team that before the Tournament of Champions went away a couple of years ago, obviously Roselle Catholic, the last team to win the Tournament of Champions, winning a state championship a year ago. A couple guys on this roster that were along for the ride and played even some roles on that team. So, look, the talent's there. They're kind of, you don't want to say, you know, reloading, because a program like Roselle Catholic is kind of constantly just loading, right, or fully loaded up. But it is a new era, right? So a new coach, new stars emerging. It'll be a big test here tonight, and obviously Roselle Catholic looking to pick up that first win before the new year. Roman Catholic, on the other hand, undefeated 5-0 coming into this one.
Roman Catholic, the Philadelphia Catholic League champs just last year, also won the league, which is one of the more elite leagues nationwide in 2016, 18, and 19 as of late. So this has been a dominant squad over the past almost 10 years now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those teams that has a national reputation, right? But so is Roselle Catholic lately, too. I mean, it's one of the premier programs in New Jersey going against one of the premier programs in Pennsylvania. These are programs that produce big-time Division I stars, that produce guys that actually go on to play in the NBA. A little bit of housekeeping before we tip this one off. But, yeah, look, some of these guys that you're going to watch tonight, that we're going to talk about here tonight, are going to go on to play some big-time Division I basketball. Might even see in the league one day.
All ready for our opening tip. Craig Belfield for Roselle. Could not win it, though, and it'll be Sebastian Edwards for Roman Catholic. Hunter Johnson swinging over to Travis Reed, and now it's Edwards again. Underneath Sharif Jackson, the junior, popping one up, and he could not get it to go. Taken away by Roselle. Jalen Grant the other way, couldn't convert, so some wild attempts early on. Back and forth, still scoreless in the first 30 seconds as Johnson kicking it back out. Three-pointer on for Travis Reed, too far, and pulled in by Megbakbo. Ethan Megbakbo putting one up off the back iron, no good, and a quick rebound there from C.J. Miller.
Kind of an uneven start, you'd say, from both teams, but a clean look here from the corner.
Sebastian Edwards could not get the friendly bounce into the rebound there by Megbakbo. Tyrese Hunter swinging around as Jalen Grant. Pulling up is Hunter, and he drills it for the first basket of the evening. And Here comes Sebastian Edwards. See what Hunter Johnson can do as he swings it back over to Sebastian Edwards. 90 seconds in. Romans still looking for their first bucket of the night, and they'll get it courtesy of Sebastian Edwards for 3.
Sebastian Edwards.
Seeing the early shooting touch on a number of these players. Again, Edwards getting the ball to go through the bucket there. A lot of these guys can stroke it inside, outside. Some lethal scores all over the floor for both of these teams.
Little floater there from Jalen Grant, no good as Edwards pulls down the board. Up ahead, Travis Reed. Swinging around again, 3 ball on the way, no good for Reed. In and out, and the putback is good there from C.J. Miller.
C.J. Miller.
Size across the board too, right? Not a tremendously big team, Roman Catholic, but really all 5 positions have size. Can guard a number of positions the other way, and obviously can crash the glass.
Egbako putting one up, and that one is going to get a friendly bounce. So Roselle cuts it back to a 1-point lead. That ball tipped towards our booth, and out of bounds it goes.
So the Lions coming out 2-3, zone defense, obviously. It's worked with mixed results so far, obviously forcing some misses early on, but it's a defense that obviously Roman Catholic, can kind of shoot their way out of, right? If this is a team, Roman Catholic, that starts knocking down some shots, then the Lions have to think about going elsewhere. But so far they stick with it. Maybe even a 3-2 as I'm watching it even closer now.
Another 3 ball in the corner, no good there from Johnson. And there's a putback, still no good, loose. And Jackson there to convert. Sharif Jackson, the junior forward, 6'7", 220. Tough to stop that man down low in the post.
He is a load down there, carves out some space, and again, controls the glass.
3 ball on the way for Egbako, and he's got it. Just like that, with a tie ball game.
And again, this is a Roselle Catholic team that certainly doesn't mind playing anyone, no matter where you're from. Don't let the records fool you. These kids can play. It's a loaded schedule and just going toe-to-toe with Roman Catholic early on here.
Ball tipped around, and Jackson able to get it back. Good pass to Johnson, no good. And a good rebound pulled down. And Bako going to take it now. And Bako turn around, just passes it over. That's Hunter. Roselle trying to swing it around. Belfield. Haven't called his name much in this first quarter. And now Roselle going to slow it down a little bit, about halfway through this first quarter. Straight on 3 there, and Bako, no good. And a rebound from Sebastian Edwards. Junior guard pushing up the floor, got a little contact in the corner. And our first foul of the evening coming. Looks like they're gonna hit Mbako for that one, the sophomore forward.
Both teams defending well so far. First reserves into the game right here for Roman Catholic. But again, 7-7 is obviously a low scoring total, about halfway through this first quarter between 2 premier offensive teams. But both teams working well defensively. Roselle Catholic in the zone, Roman Catholic in that man-to-man.
Under 4 minutes to play, first quarter. Sammy Jackson in for Roman. There's someone to go with it, finds Sharif. Sharif, turnaround, putting it up with the left hand. He's got it. That size is the big difference right there for the junior forward, rolling up by 2.
That's a premier post move, too. Just kind of feeling the defender on your back, spinning away from the contact and going up strong.
Jalen Grant, the Hunter. That ball tipped around, stolen away. Jackson up ahead. Robert Cottrell going the other way. He converts with the left-handed lay-in, and there is the conversion. Roman Catholic again turning those defensive opportunities into points quickly. Hunter over to Grant, a little pop shot, no good. And another rebound for Roman. Robert Cottrell, the rebound.
Roman Catholic mixing in some zone on defense now as well.
Cottrell, hop step, paint, out for 3. That's Sammy Jackson, got that one short, and Travis Reed pulls down the rebound. Reed will swing it over to Edwards. That ball will hit the boundary, and it'll stay with Roman. 2:57 to play in this first quarter. All Already some disagreements from the Roselle bench. Cottrell swinging it over to Hunter Johnson, the senior guard. Now in the right corner here for Travis Reed. That ball poked away, stolen by Mbako. Mbako trying to take it the other way with the right hand off the glass. Nice and smooth there as the Lions cut it down to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Mbako really controlling things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's got 7 points so far, leading the charge for the Lions offensively, but in that zone defense, stepping up, knocking that ball away, and then leading a one-man fast break.
Johnson gets over to Sammy Jackson. He'll pull up and he drills it from the outside. Jay. 2:15 to play first quarter. Roman Catholic back up by 4. Sammy Jackson. And Mbako underneath. Turnaround, Belfield, too strong. And a rebound from Cottrell. Cottrell avoiding contact. He'll run up the floor, and that's going to slow things down, so pull up. Sammy Jackson. And losing the handle there on the corner. It's going to stay with Roman. That was Hunter Johnson. Roman Catholic maintains possession.
You're hearing Roselle Catholic coach Todd Decker imploring his team to keep their hands up, right? Maybe giving up a little bit of size, but trying to stand a little taller, if you will, in that zone defense by keeping those arms out. They've been able to force a couple turnovers so far.
Sebastian Edwards now. Cottrell underneath. Sharif Jackson. Too easy for him. Up to a 6-point lead.
Nice feed from Cottrell, too. Just kind of made it easy. And you're seeing the soft touch from Jackson, too. He's such a physical presence, but on a catch like that, just kind of lays it right up. Nice soft touch on the finish.
Here's Grant. Over to Hunter. Lost the handle, and it's stolen away. Jackson up the floor down to Cottrell, and there's a block. Nope, they're going to call that a goaltend as Hunter Johnson went up with the left hand. So count that basket.
Yeah, I think they're going to get, looks like that was Belfield with the goaltend. The right call, too. The ball hit the backboard first. It was close. And an early timeout here as Roselle Catholic wants to talk things over.
1:14 to play in this first quarter. Roman Catholic up 17-9 early on Roselle Catholic. And again, Mike, we talked about how good Roselle can be. Again, they just have a lot of young guys in the lineup right now. Again, injuries as well as incoming transfers not back on the floor for the Lions yet. Hence their 0-3 start, but they're playing the best of the best around in Jersey, Pennsylvania, pretty much all over the Northeast.
Yeah, this is a team that, look, I mean, you're going to expect that they're still going to be right there, certainly contending for a non-public B state championship. There's no doubt about that, but just based on the schedule, the way it's loaded up early in the year, based on the turnover, a lot of these guys stepping into new roles, younger players, there's going to be, some growing pains as the change in this program happens, but don't make any mistake about it. This isn't a Roselle Catholic team that's necessarily quote-unquote down. This is a team that should be there in the end as these guys continue to get better throughout the season.
I want to mention some of the talents on the floor. We've talked about them quite a bit already. Sharif Jackson making things happen, a 3-star prospect, according to On3's recruiting rankings, as he started to make more of a name for himself as early on in his junior season. Already a couple offers under his belt, perhaps a lot more to come. Jalen Grant, floater from the left side, no good. And there is Jackson ripping down the miss. Up ahead, Cottrell, right hand, finger roll touch. And it's a 19-9 lead for Roman Catholic.
All of a sudden, we're seeing some of the speed from this Roman Catholic team, too. These outlet passes, 1-2 dribbles all the way we're at the other end with a layup. It's a team that loves to run when the opportunity presents itself.
3 ball there from Mbako, and he's got it, 19-12.
Yeah, so Mbako, obviously, the name should sound familiar, right? Pretty good Mbako that played at Roselle Catholic last year. And obviously, Ethan can score in bunches too. Inside, outside, you saw the defense. He's putting it all on display here in this first quarter.
Cottrell now, 10 seconds to go in this first quarter. Roman leads by 7, trying to extend their lead. Cottrell looking for an opening into the corner, now underneath. Jackson blocked away on Mbako. And Mbako's going to chuck it up at the buzzer. Too far. A wild first quarter run by a Roman there. Roselle answering a little bit, trying to claw their way back into it. So after 1, it's Roman Catholic 19, or Roselle Catholic 12 right here on Cape Atlantic Live.
Participating coaches, players, and fans, the the best of luck at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. For more information on special events in Wildwood Crest, log on to wildwoodcrest.org.
Cape Regional Health System, one of the fastest growing real estate firms in Cape County, DeSatnick Real Estate. Proud to be a sponsor this year of the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Buying, selling, or renting. See the experts at DeSatnick Real Estate. Our offices are located in Cape May, Lower Township, and North Wildwood. DeSatnick Real Estate.
Hey basketball enthusiasts, don't miss
Second quarter time here at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic here in Wildwood at the Convention Center. Nick Costco alongside Mike Frankel for the marquee game of the evening. Long day here at the Convention Center, Mike. It's a long week. A great showcase event early on in the high school basketball season. Got teams from Jersey, PA, as we just saw in our previous broadcast. Local team, Middle Township, taking on Philadelphia Catholic League power Archbishop Carroll. But, of course, now you're looking at one of the other powers in the Philadelphia Catholic League in Roman Catholic. You're defending Catholic League champs, and they were just state champs back in 2022 as well.
Yeah, Nick, we talked about it a little bit off the top, but in terms of two back-to-back games, I mean, I've been covering this event for a long time. This is as good as it gets down here, right? Having these two matchups before Christmas, right? Tournament starts in earnest after the break. Another three there, by the way, from Mbako, single-handedly keeping the Lions in this.
When you talk about Ethan Mbako in that first quarter, Mike, I mean, he comes from a family lineage of basketball players. And this one's tipped around. Hunter Johnson in the corner now as they'll try to clear it out early on in this second quarter as Roman only leads by 4. And Mbako, as you mentioned, to keep them in this ball game. Johnson wants a 3-ball left wing short and off the mark. Out of bounds it goes. Roselle takes over.
Just to finish that thought, though, before Ethan continued to pour in the points. You know, back-to-back, this is a treat for basketball fans before Christmas down here. And look, you got one local team, Middle Township, playing a great game against Archbishop Carroll. Now you get a look at one of the premier teams in New Jersey playing another premier Catholic League team. So in terms of scheduling, great job by the committee to get all these teams involved here.
Hunter straight on 3. He drills it. The sophomore guard, Tyrese Hunter, has just made it a 1-point game. We talked about this all-sophomore lineup right now for Roselle Catholic, waiting on some guys to get back. They're taking it to Roman right now, clawing back into within 1 point. Johnson underneath, Sharif Jackson driving to the basket, got the nice roll off the glass, and Roman back up by 3.
Jackson's going to be a mismatch all night. The Lions just don't have someone physically that can match up down there. They're going to have to help slide over defensively, but Sharif Jackson having his way so far here in this first half.
Belfield, nice feet along the baseline, and that's Jalen Maldonado converting on the right end of the hoop.
Good ball movement that time by the Lions, finding the open man. Again, Mbako with most of the points, but some other guys getting involved here all of a sudden.
Petrell's going to swing out Johnson for O'Neal, and we're going to get a foul on Roman Catholic, and the ball's coming back the other way.
So really, you know, Roman Catholic had a chance to not put it away, but they built that lead in that first quarter. And I think what Roman Catholic is finding out here is that Roselle Catholic certainly is not going to go away easily here tonight. You make some shots, right? You get some stops on defense. Again, the Lions schedule this way on purpose, right? I mean, they want to win these games, no doubt, but this is a team that's battle-tested at 0-3.
Good feed. That's Belfield converting to Roselle Catholic. You mentioned not going away, Mike. They are up by a point, have their first lead of the ball game. And we're going to get a timeout on the Roman Catholic side of things. 6:02 to play in the first half. So it's a fast-moving game right now based on this pace right now. Some good basketball on both ends, Mike. But this was a 19-9 ball game in that first quarter. And all of a sudden, Roselle Catholic has the lead.
Yeah, I think you're finding right now, I mean, making threes helps, right? But you're finding right now for Roselle Catholic that, look, you got to get good looks on offense, right? If their three is great. If not, you saw some cuts to the basket there as Belfield was able to lay one in. But you just need good offensive possessions. It can't be rushing shots. We saw some times in the first half where the shot selection, wasn't great, okay? So you try to take care of that. If they go in, great. If not, you get back defensively. But you're seeing some makes on offense, some stops on defense. And again, Roselle Catholic making the long trip down here to Wildwood. And they came to play certainly here tonight.
We mentioned before at the top of the broadcast, Roselle Catholic, number 14 in NJ.com's latest top 20 ranking statewide. That's for public and, of course, private schools. And we just mentioned before as well how we saw Middle Township play a thriller against Archbishop Carroll. Middle Township, by the way, number 20. I beg your pardon, number 19 in their top 20, I should say. Middle Township was. So a lot of great basketball on display this evening between Philadelphia Catholic League powers and top teams in New Jersey. This ball was off the foot of Edwards. Managed to get it back, though. Keep this possession alive. A little push off there, and that's going to be another foul on Roman Catholic. And that one, sometimes these blocks and charges might go either way, but that one was blatantly obvious.
Yeah, no doubt. Another great defensive possession to begin the second quarter from Roselle Catholic. So you have to believe that's kind of the message, or at least was the message between quarters. Hey, we got to lock down defensively, try to make it difficult. And Roman Catholic is going to get its buckets, but let's try to make it difficult on them, make them pass it around. If we can turn them over, great.
It's Tyrese Hunter underneath Bako. Now Hunter again to the paint. Left hand, no good, but a whistle. And get him on the way up. Seems like Roselle Catholic has found their offense now in this second quarter. They just really couldn't find the right way to score, what they really wanted to set up those first 8 minutes, but since then, Mike, they've been kind of on it now.
Yeah, it's a settling in process too, especially with the young team. It's kind of the opposite from Archbishop Carroll in the last game. Another young team, but they kind of came out on fire. But every squad, especially young ones, respond differently. Again, this is another tough opponent. Not that that's new to Roselle Catholic, but just had to kind of find their footing in this game. It looks like they have.
That one's good from Hunter. It's a 24-21 lead after he goes 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And now Sebastian Edwards. Over to Travis Reed. CJ Miller, I haven't called his name in a while, but now it's Cottrell. Back over to the star there, Sharif Jackson. Jackson lost the handle, picks it back up, and he'll pivot out and get it over to Edwards. Edwards driving tough, over to Reed. Roman trying to slow things down, we're trying to find an opening. That ball tipped, and it comes back the other way. And Bako lost it, and now Sharif Jackson again. That one on the way, no good, but a whistle anyway, and they're going to hit C.J. Miller with a charge.
And Bako atoning for that mistake, right? He turned it over on offense and stands in. Takes a little bit of punishment, but able to draw the charge.
That is his first, his third.
Foul on Cottrell. Tyrese Hunter, the sophomore guard. It's over to Grant. And now Grant going to pivot out, swing over to Mbako. Hunter in the corner, trying to go to his left. He's guarded tightly. Now Maldonado's going to swing it back over to Grant. Belfield thought about it for a second, but now Roselle trying to slow things down a little bit, almost halfway through this second quarter. They are playing with the lead here. Trying to play smart with these possessions. A little pull up there from Mbako, and he drills it. All of a sudden, Roselle Catholic, they were trailing by 10. They are now up by 5.
That's a premier big-time move right there. Very difficult shot. The step-back jumper hand in your face. But again, Mbako making it almost look easy out there. He can score in bunches. He's got 15 so far here tonight.
C.J. Miller going to his right, driving to the basket. That ball didn't get up high enough, and Belfield quickly back the other way. Mbako again, near the baseline, trying to back down Reed. Mbako kicks it back out. Maldonado, 3, no good. Jackson the rebound. He'll throw it up for Cottrell. Underneath, Jackson. That ball almost ripped away. He just chucked it up with the right hand. He drills it, so finally ending the run there. Sharif Jackson.
And good defense if you're Roselle Catholic, right? That's what you have to do down there. You got to double, make it difficult for him. But again, the soft touch of Jackson, able to rip that ball away and just lay it in.
I couldn't try that shot if I tried. Make it, I should say. Can always try. Here's Belfield. Nice little move there, a little stutter step, and able to move the ball around in a fancy-like fashion. 5-point lead again for Roselle Catholic.
Yeah, the Lions able to front run most of the second quarter so far.
3 ball is good. Hunter Johnson pulling Rowan back within 2. Now we're starting to see some high-quality possessions from both teams. That one tipped away. Good defense from Hunter Johnson. Could not able to poke it away. Wow, look at this hustle right here. It's still loose in the backcourt. And we're going to get a whistle.
At that point, it's a good foul because Roman Catholic had 4 players pestering that basketball, right? And if you don't commit that foul right there, then all of a sudden it's going to be an easy layup at the other end.
So 14 fouls right now on Roman Catholic. Again, this isn't the state of New Jersey. Roman Catholic might not used to this, though. There's no more 1-and-1.
Right? Yeah, a little different in high school hoops in the Garden State this year.
Jalen Grant for 3 is no good. Hunter Johnson the rebound. Stumbled a little bit, but he's on the far side of the court. Over to Jackson now. Jackson looking for somewhere to go. Driving baseline, hop step, right hand, makes it look easy. It's tough to stop that man with that type of size moving towards the hoop.
It's like the perfect combo of power and finesse, right? He dips the shoulder, right, so he creates some space, but then he's so under control and soft when he goes up in a good way to the rim, right? He doesn't always even need to use the backboard. He just kind of lays it in.
Craig Belfield, the junior, the turnaround J is no good. A rebound by Reed. We have a tie ball game right now. Roman trying to take the lead on a Sammy Jackson 3. That one's no good. Rebound from Cottrell. Another 3 ball on the way for a Reed, in and out, and a rebound Belfield. Up ahead, that ball stolen away. Travis Reed, like a defensive back right there, dishing it over to Cottrell underneath. Ball rattles around. Roman trying to slow things down, poked away again and out of bounds. Last touched by Mbako. Roman keeps possession here, 1:22 to play in the first half. Tie ball game here at 28. Another good one, Mike.
Yeah, we're really, we know how to pick them on a Saturday night here in Wildwood.
Christmas Eve tomorrow, so it's a nice little early gift for you basketball fans. Sharif Jackson underneath the hoop, couldn't get it to go, and it's ripped down by Mbako. Belfield coming the other way, left-handed jam. Clear the lane. Craig Belfield is coming through.
That'll work, right, if you're Roselle Catholic?
Cottrell. How does Roman answer that highlight reel play? 3 ball on the way for Johnson, no good, it's loose, picked up Mbako again. Mbako going strong, right hand to the basket, no good. Out of bounds, it will be Roman ball. Well, Mike, I was waiting for our first dunk or some ridiculous athletic plays. I mean, there's a lot of potential Division I players on this court tonight that are going to be playing at the next level in the next year, 2, or even 3 years. And I'll tell you what, that might not be our last dunk of the night.
I'm willing to wager it will not be, but Belfield showing off the hops there and the drive too. I mean, just on a mission that time. From the time he put the ball down on the court, you knew he was going to get to the rim. What he was going to do there was, we had to wait and see, but he flushed it.
6'3" guard has given Roselle a 2-point lead with 26 seconds and counting to go. Cottrell, top of the key, driving back to his right, has to pivot here. Sammy Jackson, that ball was tipped and just saved by Johnson, but I think he hit a foot out of bounds. He did. Another costly turnover here for Roman. And I'll tell you what, Mike, Roselle has been able to climb back into this game, and they've been taking advantage of plays like that where they're stout defensively, and all of a sudden they're forcing Roman into mistakes.
Making some shots on offense, scrappy, working hard on defense, and a chance here to possibly get the final shot and ensure that they go into the break with that lead.
Tyrese Hunter, under 10 in this half. See if he takes the shot. They're going to get over to Mbako. He's got 4 to shoot. He'll take the 3. No good. Rebound Johnson. And that'll bring us to halftime. Roselle Catholic looking for their first win of the season. They've played an elite schedule across the Northeast, and they lead the 5-0 Roman Catholic by 2 as we head into the halftime break. The defending Philadelphia Catholic League champs trail by 2 after leading by 10 in that first quarter. We'll step aside for halftime here from the Wildwood Convention Center, the BOARDWALK Basketball Classic, right here on Cape Atlantic Live. Second half time here at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic from the Wildwood Convention Center. Nick Cosco alongside Mike Frankel on Cape Atlantic Live. Roselle Catholic a 30-28 lead over Roman Catholic. Again, Mike, Roman Catholic undefeated this season out of the Philadelphia Catholic League. Roselle looking for their first win, 0-3, but still one of the best teams in the state of New Jersey. We've seen it pretty much all here tonight through the first 16 minutes. Roman Catholic raced out to a 10-point lead, but Roselle has bounced back, and this young but effective lineup is showing why they are still a top 15 team in the state.
No doubt, Nick. Tale of two quarters, right? Roman Catholic throwing that first punch in the first. Roselle Catholic bouncing right back, throwing the second punch and taking the lead into halftime.
Hunter Johnson swinging it over underneath Miller. Now it's Jackson. Again, Roman, some good ball movement. Corner three here for Sebastian Edwards. Bounces in and out. And it'll be Craig Belfield with the rebound. Tyrese Hunter up the floor now.
We've seen Roman kind of go back and forth. They started the game playing man-to-man. They switched the zone back out with man to begin this third quarter.
And get a whistle. Looks like we have a carry on the floor. It'll be a turnover. And Roman Catholic back with the basketball after Belfield. A little too much. Johnson over to C.J. Miller underneath Sharif Jackson. Underneath the basket, left-handed layup is no good, but there is contact and a whistle.
Talked so much about Sharif Jackson in the first half. Of course, have to mention son of Mark Jackson, former NBA player who's in attendance here tonight. Similar game too, right? Obviously a guy who carves out his space in the post, low post guy, double-double machine.
First free throw, no good. Khalid Thomas was charged with the foul. First time we've actually called his name all night. That's his first foul. Talk about Jackson. I know we talked about him in the first half, Mike, but again, he's a guy that's going to be highly sought after as he goes over on that trip. Only a junior, staying at 6 foot, or listed at 6'7", 220 pounds. I mean, he is definitely going to be looked at nationwide. Offers already pouring in for the prospect as Belfield puts one up, no good, and there was contact. Late whistle though, and looks like that is going to be ruled out of bounds. Belfield wanted a foul, and it will be Roman Catholic ball.
Kind of an awkward looking play all the way around. Belfield takes that shot basically standing on the three-point line, so the deepest of twos. Didn't draw any rim, but hit the ground, so he thought there was some contact, and the ball ultimately lands on the baseline.
He's having a bit of a chit-chat with the official, too, as he came back on defense. That's Sebastian Edwards converting on the other end, tying things up at 30 apiece.
And that's automatic for Edwards, kind of exploring that space on the left baseline, wide open. He's going to pull the trigger on that every time.
Jalen Grant over to Hunter. Grant again, him and Hunter are playing catch right now. And Baco into the corner. Belfield wants a three. That was a skyhook type of a shot, drained from the corner. Roselle back up by 3.
Short memory, right? Belfield just airballing one, shoots it again.
Well, that's what Sharif Jackson can do on the other end of the floor. That's almost an automatic 2 every single time.
Yeah, once he creates, establishes, whatever you want to call it, position down low and catches there, it's really difficult to move him off of that spot. That time, once he caught it, there was nothing but a wide open layup.
Good pass underneath. That's Thomas missing it. And somehow recovered. Hunter got it back now in the corner for 3. Jalen Grant, no good. Jackson pulling down the board. And coming back the other way is Hunter Johnson. All alone, lays it in for safety. And right there, Roman Catholic retakes the lead.
I know it was a bit of a scramble that time for the Lions off of the misses, but somebody has to rotate back defensively. That was a 3-on-none fast break that basically transpired for Roman.
Straight on 3, Hunter no good. Jackson another board. Up ahead, Travis Reed. Ball slightly tipped. Now it's Hunter Johnson, a little floater. Looks like that was tipped. Not sure if he was trying to pass it out, but it's a quick turnover. And now he'll get it right back. A quick steal. Hunter Johnson will again lay it in for safety, so he made up for it. I'll tell you what, Roman Catholic, you just mentioned before in our last session, Mike, this team has very short memories.
It does, right? I mean, you have to come right back and make a play. That's basketball at this level. Things are going to happen. It's not going to go your way, but you trust in your ability to try to come right back and make something happen for your team.
Floater from Grant, no good. Rebound, no, and it was last touched by Roselle. So it will go to Roman Catholic. 4:43 to play in this third quarter. Good pace in this basketball game so far.
I think if you're Roselle Catholic, and Baco has to start getting more touches offensively. He's been your guy here tonight. He's been less aggressive to begin this third quarter. Really hasn't seen the basketball much on offense. You got to work through him.
Well, Rowan looking for their opportunities once again. They do lead it by 3. A little pump fake from Edwards, so back off now. See Roselle trying to find double teams when necessary. Travis Reed for 3, got it. And Roman Catholic up by 6.
First bucket of the game for Reed, if I'm not mistaken. But again, a guy who sometimes defers to his teammates a little bit here and there, but a guy who can obviously put the ball in the hoop, and just like that, lead back up to 6.
The senior guard not afraid to distribute the ball, but can also score from range. A timeout from head coach Todd Decker on the Roselle Catholic side of things. 3:59 to play in this third quarter. Roman Catholic back up by 6. And at one point they did lead by 10. That's when Roselle stormed back, had the lead at halftime too. Got a back and forth affair. You just mentioned tale of 2 quarters. This could be the tale of the third quarter now, back in favor of Roman Catholic.
Yeah, kind of like that boxing match, right? To use that cliche, these teams just kind of trading punches, and you're seeing Roman Catholic start to establish some things again, right? They got kind of go inside out through Jackson, whether he's able to lay it in or distribute the basketball back out. Some other players getting involved, but as I mentioned a moment ago, I think Mbako has to see some touches offensively for Roselle Catholic. Belfield has gotten into it a little bit, and Tyrese Hunter as well, but Mbako with those 15 points, he's got to almost double that for Roselle Catholic to be in contention to win this ball game at the end.
Well, out of the timeout, Roselle with the basketball. And it's Hunter getting over to Mbako, the aforementioned star of this game tonight for Roselle. Belfield in the paint, pivoting around, trying to get by Sharif Jackson. Not an easy task. Left-handed floater is good.
So Belfield again with a creative finish there, right? I mean, not something you see every day, but we've seen on display now. He's able to put the ball in the hoop in a number of different ways.
Sharif Jackson, top of the key. C.J. Miller kicking it out, and we're going to get a whistle. Offensive foul coming back the other way.
Fouls on C.J. Miller, that's his third.
C.J. Miller already tagged with 3 fouls in this game for Roman Catholic. So the foul trouble approaching for the junior guard. And he'll take a seat. Sammy Jackson, the younger Jackson, has checked in. Just a sophomore, but he's a big dude too, 6'5", 185. That one is off the mark there from Belfield. And now here's Sammy Jackson getting over to Cottrell. Thought about a 3-0 drive though, and he walked too many steps. Tried to halt himself there, Mike, but unfortunately that foot slid across the court.
Yeah, classic example of you need a jump stop there if you're going to try to pull that move off. I think he kind of, as you mentioned, got caught in between there. Maybe thought he could get all the way to the hoop and then decided against it, but pretty easy call for the officials.
Well, Hunter's got it for the Lions, trailing by 4. Belfield underneath. And Mbako trying to turn around, back out. Belfield for 3, no good. And a rebound for Cottrell. Up ahead real quick for Travis Reed. Reed trying to go fast, driving to his right. And then he dishes it over to Sebastian Edwards. Sammy Jackson now. Sammy back it up, gets it back over to Edwards. Here's Sharif. He's going to take a 3. The big man converts. Sharif Jackson can do it all.
First time he was really left open for one of those here tonight. We haven't seen that part of his game, but we've been commenting a number of times about the soft touch around the rim. Touch just as soft from distance.
Maldonado out of the corner, and now they're going to pass around. Roselle does. Belfield near the paint. Now Hunter trying to drive to his left. He'll back off now. A little over 2 minutes to go, third quarter underneath Belfield. Hop step, puts one up with the left hand, could not get the friendly roll, and Sharif Jackson another board. Up ahead is open, is Sammy Jackson. He'll come on in, oh, a nice move. Bit of a fake to the right, puts it back in with the left hand. Sammy Jackson puts Roman up by 8.
And this is what you have to deal with when you deal with Roman Catholic. His team can score in bunches, go on runs in a hurry.
And Baco misses the 3, trying to get Roselle back into it late in this third quarter. And now Sammy Jackson up the floor. Travis Reed. Here's Sharif again, top of the key. Little handoff to Edwards, started by a 3. Hot step, wild shot, drew contact. It looks like that's going to be an offensive foul, though, on Edwards.
Hunter standing in there, taking the contact.
Edwards, it's his first.
And really for Roselle Catholic, just needing some points at this point, right? 30 points at the break. They're sitting on 35 now with 1:25 to go in the third. They got to find a bucket. Who's it going to be to put it in?
Lions are swinging around, a little pump fake there from Hunter. And here's a 3 ball for Jalen Grant off the mark. And that one's pulled down by Sharif Jackson. A little assist from his brother. Edwards in the corner. We'll go back around. Edwards for 3, no good. Hunter the rebound. Hunter and Baco. Good pass. Hunter for 3. Short. Hunter Johnson now going fast the other way. Sammy Jackson coming on in, left hand, lays it in. That's just great basketball in transition for Roman Catholic. Now they have tied the largest lead of the ball game at 10.
Great body control, too. That's tougher than it looks when you're running so fast toward the basket, then have to kind of slow down at the last minute to put that ball in the hoop. But Sammy Jackson, again, made it look easy.
Underneath Belfield. No travel there, although Roman Catholic wanted it. Jalen Maldonado trying to get a strong move to the hoop. Ball fluttered in the air, and Jackson pulls it down, gets it over to his brother. Quickly, Johnson the other way, lays it in again. The transitions from Roman Catholic, nearly flawless in this contest. 3 seconds to go, third quarter. Belfield has to chuck one up. This one will not count. He made it, but wave it off. Shot that one a little too late. Would have cut the lead, but Roman Catholic has raced out to a 12-point lead, their largest of the evening as the third quarter comes to a close. Roman Catholic on top of Roselle, 47-35 after 3. Fourth quarter coming up on Cape Atlantic Live.
At the end of the third quarter, Roman Catholic leads 47-35. Keenan.
The Jaybird Agency is proud to sponsor the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Jaybird Agency proudly serves all of Cape May County with 6 different convenient locations. Don't wait and call Jaybird Agency to get your quote today.
Getting set for the fourth quarter here at the Wildwood Convention Center, the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. Marquee game of this Saturday evening, just before Christmas Eve tomorrow and Christmas Day on a Monday. Nick Costco alongside Mike Frankel on Cape Atlantic Live. Pleased you're with us this evening as we conclude our personal doubleheader after Archbishop Carroll took down Middle Township, our local Flair, 67-64. Got a good one here between some of the best teams you'll see in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. The defending Philadelphia Catholic League champs, Roman Catholic, and the 14th ranked team in the state right now, Roselle Catholic. In the corner here, Jalen Maldonado, Ethan Mbako, underneath for Tyrese Hunter. They're swinging around. Maldonado wants a 3-ball. He's got it, and the lead cut back down to single digits.
Great sign for the Lions there, who were really shut down in that third quarter, just 5 points, but different story to begin the fourth.
This one poked away, and Baco coming back the other way, lays it in for a safety, and just like that, 5 points right away. It's a 7-point lead.
And again, we talked about it, right? First quarter to Roman, second quarter to Roselle, third quarter to Roman, so far fourth quarter to Roselle.
They were putting the pressure on in that backcourt as well, Sharif Jackson, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul there, and he'll come back the other way.
Not much of an argument there from Chris McNesby, head coach of Roman Catholic.
Fouls on Sharif Jackson. His second.
That's Sharif Jackson's second foul of the evening. Early on in this fourth quarter.
Full court pressure, at least token pressure.
Roman trying to dish out some of Roselle's medicine to him early on in this fourth quarter. And Baco right here near the free throw line, lobbing up for Belfield. Nowhere to go with it as that was locked down by Sharif Jackson. Jalen Grant strong to the hoop, drew some contact, and a little putback there from Belfield to make sure that one goes down. Just like that, back to a 5-point lead. Cross-court pass, Travis Reed. Reed to his left, doubled here. Really walled off, and it's poked away. Jalen Grant now picked up Ethan Mbako. Mbako strong to the hoop, he's got it! Just like that, Roselle Catholic makes it a 3-point lead. They were down by 12.
It's almost like the Lions have been two different teams depending on an even or odd numbered quarter.
Timeout, Roman Catholic, 6:10 to play in this ball game. A game of runs, as basketball is, but we've seen it in bunches this evening, Mike.
Yeah, the Lions, again, I mean, could have easily faded to begin the fourth quarter, scoring 5 points, just 5 points in the third has to be pretty deflating, but they come back out with some energy. And what happens when you see a ball go through early? As Maldonado knocked down the three, things kind of snowball in a positive way for you sometimes, and all of a sudden right back within 3 points.
Now coming into this game, Roman Catholic 5-0 playing out of the PCL, and of course New Jersey's own Roselle Catholic 0-3. But Mike, when you look at their schedule, the 3 games they've played this year, according to the NJ.com rankings, of course, as well. So this is the ranking I'm referencing here. Number 6, St. Benedict's was one of their losses. They also lost to Life Center of Burlington and, of course, the Patrick School's national team. So safe to say they've played one of the more difficult schedules you will see.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first half, too. I mean, this is a team that, look, people, casual basketball fans kind of look at records right now and, oh, Roselle Catholic 0-3, what's going on? It's a product of the schedule. Sure, they would have liked to win some of these games, and they're right in this one here tonight. But, again, you look at the overall landscape of non-public B in the state of New Jersey, this is a team that's still expected to be there near or at the end. So it's a squad that's younger, that's loaded up on its schedule, and it's trying to sort of navigate the early part of this year.
And head coach Todd Decker in his first season with Roselle. You can see the development and the talent on display here. Again, it's early on in this season, and they are playing one of the better teams you will see in this area. I mean the Northeast area. Hunter Johnson. That's Travis Reed double teamed and did not get called for a walk there. Managed to get the ball out somehow. Johnson walled off here. Aggressive defense from Roselle Catholic. Sharif Jackson underneath, good feed. Johnson can't convert, and the rebound pulled down by Belfield. Up ahead, Jalen Grant. Almost a mishandle there. Here's Grant, though, swinging over to Mbako. Mbako back out, Grant, long range three for the tie, he's got it. Jalen Grant knots it up, 5.5 to play.
And his first made bucket of the night. Couldn't have come at a bigger time for the Lions.
Again, the double team's on for the Roselle defense. Roman trying to find some openings, a lot of contact below the hoop, ball lost, and there is a whistle. And looks like no foul on the floor, just some incidental contact. Ball was lost out of bounds, so Roman keeps the possession here. Here's Sharif Jackson trying to back down Mbako, had the ball poked away, got it back for the moment, able to save it. Good feed over here to Johnson, cross-court pass Reed into the corner, Sammy Jackson. Back underneath, and that ball lost out of bounds. He was trying to find Edwards, and Roselle Catholic takes over with a tie ball game here with 5 minutes to go.
Nick, I think we have to make a major correction here. I think, and based on the roster we got, I think we've been misidentifying Eric Hillsman all night. But Hillsman is wearing 20, better late than never. And so Hillsman has the 13, if I'm not mistaken here. Just wanted to clean that up as we enter this critical stretch of the game.
Well, there is Hillsman right there in the paint, waiting for the ball. He's got it. Looking for that turnaround, left-handed layup is good. There you go, Eric Hillsman. 4:42 to play and counting. Also in the backcourt there, nearly turned it over. Did Roman. Travis Reed in the corner now. Now Sammy Jackson. Over to Edwards in the corner. Johnson underneath Sharif Jackson. Jackson, turn around, puts one up. He's got it. Count the bucket with the foul. He'll go to the line to try to take the lead.
That's the grown man bucket down low with the post from Sharif Jackson. Again, just kind of getting hacked left and right down there. Strong with the basketball, but the soft finish once he goes up and draws the foul.
Sharif Jackson to put Roman ahead. Got it.
That's a three-point play. The old backs away for Sharif.
Roman Catholic with a 1-point lead. Over 4 minutes to play. Maldonado in the corner trying to answer, no good. A put back from Hillsman. Back and forth we go.
Hillsman, formerly known as Belfield, coming up with a big second half here tonight, Nick. He's been the X factor.
Probably took a page out of Prince's book. There's Sharif Jackson converting the other way, and now we're having a seesaw battle late in this fourth quarter.
Get the feeling the way this one's shaping up, it just might come down to which team has the basketball last.
Aggressive defense both ways. Maldonado baseline, a little hop step. That's Mbako for three. Drew some contact, no foul. And a little putback, no good. Hillsman trying to get up there. He'll finally draw a whistle.
Mbako couldn't believe a foul wasn't called. It was right in front of us. Looked like there was some modest contact there. Certainly something going on.
Team second.
So Eric Hillsman will go to the line. Shoot two. First one's no good.
Eric Hillsman to the line, shooting one more shot.
So this next free throw would be good for a tie. And that's what we'll get. Got a friendly bounce.
So first half really was Mbako pacing the Lions. Second half, it's been Hillsman.
Each guy finding their range and their rhythm. Cottrell. Back over Hunter Johnson. Little 3 minutes to go. Three ball on for Travis Reed. He answers, and Roman Catholic back up by three.
A lot of confidence in that shot. He knew it right away. It was a quick trigger. He started trying back the other way as soon as he launched it.
Can always count on him in the corner there. There's Jalen Grant. Underneath, Hillsman, left-handed shot, no good. And a rebound there from Travis Reed. Reed quickly underneath, what a feed, and a wild shot from Hunter Johnson, could not convert. Roselle, oh, that was Tyrese Hunter, not ready for that pass. They keep it though, and as Hillsman drives through, oh, and he got it, but don't, let's see, do we count that basket?
I think they're going to say count it and one. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a travel or an and one, but it looks like an and one.
Yeah, that was a close call. It looked like even the Roselle bench was unsure of a celebration, but they are going to count that basket for Hillsman. He'll go on line to shoot a free throw to tie this game up. A timeout for the Lions, 2:19 to play. We've seen a game of runs, and now this fourth quarter, ready for a treat here. Back and forth we go.
Just interesting to see Roselle Catholic kind of take turns in terms of who's going to be leading on offense. You know, we had mentioned that maybe Mbako would kind of have to keep cooking for this team to stay in it, but that really hasn't been the case. He does have 4 points in the second half, but it's been Hillsman, right, who had a modest first half, but has really turned it on in the third and now certainly the fourth quarter. And the other side of the ledger here, I mean, Travis Reed with a couple of big threes. Sharif Jackson, continues to pump in the points. So it's been a fun one.
Well, Hillsman will go to the line to try to convert the three-point play. Late stage of this fourth quarter. Roselle Catholic looking for their first victory of the season against this extremely tough schedule. Roman Catholic right now undefeated, 5-0 coming out of the Philadelphia Catholic League. They are the defending PCL champions. They were PA state champions in 2022. And it's not just recent success. Roman Catholic, they've won the Philadelphia Catholic League in 2016, 18, and 19. They were able to, as well as last year, and have won 3 state titles since 2016. Hillsman will get that one. Tie ball game again.
Three-point play, the old-fashioned way for Eric Hillsman.
Edwards over to Cottrell. Cottrell, the senior, getting over to Sharif Jackson, kicking it back out. They'll swing it around. Travis Reed for 3, in and out. Jackson trying to get the rebound. He does, kicks it back out. Edwards into the corner. Cottrell, now Sammy Jackson. Under 2 minutes to play. Ball poked away. Gotta chase it. And Baco going for it. Now it's Grant. A hop. Who last touched it? And looks like it's going to be Roselle Catholic basketball.
What an opportunity here from the Lions with 1:47 to go. Look up at the scoreboard, tied at 55. Chance to take a late lead here in Wildwood.
A little over 90 seconds to go. Here's Grant over to Hunter. Underneath, Mbako, way back out for Grant. Grant driving, and looks like he walked there. A couple too many steps, and a costly turnover in this tie ball game.
Costly is right. Empty possession, just can't have it if you're Roselle Catholic against a great team. So now all of a sudden Roman Catholic with a golden opportunity to take the lead late.
Cross-court pass batted down, and it's a quick turnover. Hillsman the other way. Hillsman, Maldonado. Now Grant, Maldonado again. Hillsman top of the key, good feet underneath. Hunter puts one up, no good, but he draws the foul. 1:02 to play, tie ball game. Hunter will shoot 2. Travis Reed hit with his second foul.
Tyrese Hunter at the line.
Big spot here for Hunter, got 7 points here tonight.
And Hunter misses the first.
Roselle Catholic not going quite as deep as Roman tonight, so possibly some tired legs starting to creep in a little bit.
Hunter just missed both at the line, still tied, and under a minute to play. And a chance now for Roman Catholic to take the lead. Both teams have run their offenses quite fast, so not many long possessions in this ball game. Gotta wonder what the strategy is here. So far, no penetration. They're gonna swing it around near the midcourt line.
It's like Roman maybe trying to hold for one unless they're given something here.
Corner 3 for Travis Reed, he drills it! Reed puts Roman up by 3.
Maybe not, right? Not when Reed's open in the corner.
Could that be the game-winning shot? Hillsman underneath puts one up. He got it. 16 seconds. And a timeout on the floor. 15.9 to go. Roman Catholic leads by 1 point after a Travis Reed 3, but Roselle just answered with a 2 of their own. Could not get any tighter right now.
I love the strategy there from Roman Catholic. It certainly looked like maybe just throwing it back and forth, they were holding for one, but if you're Roman Catholic, you come down here feeling like you're the better team, take the game to Roselle Catholic. Don't try to win it at the end. Just try to get some points when the shot's there. Certainly Travis Reed has been heating up in the second half. That's his third triple. You ride the hot hand. He's wide open in the corner. Why not? Let it fly.
And here's what's really interesting now. With some situation in our last game, Mike, but since Roman Catholic, they have 4 fouls. They are in the lead right now. Roselle, plenty of fouls to give. I guess at this point, you just try to go for these steals.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. I mean, yes and no, right? If there was less time than this, it would be an issue. But you can be super aggressive going for steals, knowing that you have to foul anyway to try and get to the bonus. So that's going to be the situation right now for Roselle Catholic. You'd be super aggressive going after the basketball. You're probably going to foul, but if for some reason the whistles are silent and you can slap the ball away, that's even better. But again, you can't let too much time go off the clock here with the foul situation.
Again, the New Jersey rule is 5 fouls per quarter. No more one-and-ones. It's 2 free throws once you hit that 5 foul limit. And this ball was tipped, and it's out of bounds as Sharif Jackson tried to save it. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to stay Roman Catholic ball here. "14 seconds. Hunter Johnson inbound, got to Sammy Jackson. There's a foul. So they will hit Hunter with that foul. Again, they need to foul 3 more times to send Roman back to the free throw line. Inbound, Jackson got free. Sammy Jackson, good pass. Sharif into the corner now, and we got a foul.
So foul behind the ball, and McNesby a little bit upset with the call, rightfully so, because he feels like Roselle should have to foul the ball handler at this point. But I think it was so bang-bang the officials just kind of called the foul right before, or excuse me, right after the pass was made. By the way, I appreciate Sharif Jackson pulling up as he crashed into the table right before us here. Christmas could have been a lot different for me.
Absolutely. Sammy Jackson is fouled off the inbound. That's the 4th foul now for Roselle Catholic. Again, 7.7 to play in this ball game. One more foul, and they will send Roman to the line. Again, even with 2 made free throws, Mike, it's still a 1-possession game, so Roselle not out of it here. So this is exactly what they have to do right now.
Yeah, this is it. Got to foul right away, go for that quick steal. But again, with 7.7, it's got to be bang, bang. You got to make something happen immediately. And really, that's perfect for Roselle Catholic. I mean, sometimes you got to be careful because you got to avoid the intentional foul, but really a hold before any time goes off the clock is ideal there, right? But now you're in a situation with 7.7. Obviously, if you make 2, you're down 3. I think you have to look for that 3, right? There's just not enough time to go for a quick 2.
Yeah, not enough time, as you mentioned, to get quickly down the floor, foul, and then hope to get down the floor again. And so you might have to just make this a 1-possession feat right now as Sharif Jackson misses a free throw. So again, now a 2. Can at bare minimum tie the ball game. There's a timeout now. Roselle's going to talk things over, as will Roman, with 7.7 to go. So the all-important second free throw coming up for Sharif Jackson, who, as you just mentioned, just crashed into this table trying to save the ball. That's 2 games in a row now, Mike. First you had the one-handed grab in the first game, and now this one, he held up for you, knowing that you probably made a good play in our first game.
Tis the season, Nick. Tis the season to be involved in these games. No, but you're right. That changes things with the missed free throw. So obviously a huge free throw from Jackson coming up out of this timeout, who's been so outstanding tonight. 21 points. I believe that leads all scorers. Check that. Hillsman actually has 23 now, but a high scorer for Roman Catholic. But this is a huge shot, right? At least you get your second shot here, make it a 2-point game. But then, obviously, Todd Decker has to be talking strategy for Roselle Catholic in this huddle. What do you do here? Make or miss, right? I think, obviously, the 2-pointer is going to be on the table either way, so you try to get something going to the basket. But just like in the last game we called, if there's a kick to the corner, if there's a kick for 3 opportunity, if you end up down by 2, you certainly take it.
Well, you answered my question as far as the strategy here is, again, if with that made free throw, you're down by 2, but the 3 ball should not be ruled out of the equation here, especially if it's an open look and Roselle can get out of here with a win. But again, on a miss right here, you better hope you grab that rebound first, then you're going to have to run the floor here.
That's right. Look, I mean, the time is so tight anyway. I think in the event of a miss, you're just looking for a clean shot, whether that's something going to the basket or something pull up from outside.
Now here's Sharif Jackson from the free throw line. His second free throw on the way. It is no good. Hillsman quickly with 6 to shoot. Coming up the floor, Hillsman wants Hunter. Hunter trying to get a shot off. Back over to Hillsman, that one's up, and it's no good. The wave off the basket. Tremendous defense by Roman Catholic on the final possession. Roselle just could not get a shot off, and Roman Catholic remains undefeated with the 58-57 win to improve to 6-0. Oh, that last possession, Mike, Roselle definitely is going to want that one back.
Boy, what a tough pill to swallow there for the Lions, who end up getting 2 misses at the free throw line, so you're just down by 1. Again, Mbako frustrated, didn't really get a touchdown there. Hillsman got a couple touches, but you have to credit Roman Catholic. Some absolutely great defense after those 2 missed free throws. You come down, you get your stop to win the game, but just an outstanding game, back and forth all night long. Just going over some high scorers here tonight, Nick. First for Roman in the win, Sharif Jackson, a double-double, 21 points in the scoring column. Hunter Johnson had 11. Travis Reed had 9. Sebastian Edwards chipping in with 5. Sammy Jackson with 6. And then for Roselle Catholic, right, it was Mbako with the big first half. He ends up with 19 points. Hillsman with the big second half. He ends up with 23. You had Hunter chipping in with 7. Maldonado with 5. But that's really been kind of the story of Roselle Catholic's season so far. You're playing these tough games. You're really in many of them, not all of them, but many of them. Just unable to execute. But again, a young team that will get better. But credit Roman Catholic for getting on the bus, making the trip down to Wildwood, picking up a big win against a premier program in North Jersey.
Roman Catholic improves to 6-0 on the season. They'll head back to Philadelphia with quite the squad. Roselle Catholic falls to 0-4 on the season, but again, a loaded schedule. They are not to be trifled with down later in this season, of course, when they get a couple guys back, and of course some transfers waiting in the wings. That'll do it for us tonight. Big thanks to Matt Omer for producing and filming tonight's broadcast. For my broadcast partner Mike Frankel, I am Nick Costco saying so long once again. Roman Catholic gets the win here, 58-57 over Roselle Catholic at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic here in Wildwood. We're watching high school basketball right here on Cape Atlantic.